It's taking its time. How slow can we go?
Yep.
We are live.
Hmm.
It's Sue Greenwald here with Awakened Stories, here today with the one, the only bomb, Sananda Galactic, also known on Earth as King Smarty. Hey, King Smarty, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great. We are doing fantastic.
yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah.
So
So
yeah, there's a lot of cool things happening all around the world, and things are being exposed, and the consciousness is being raised. Um, all the time. It's exciting to see all these changes happening.
it's really exciting. And you could and it's not even just seeing them, although that is it's validation. We're feeling it. Like most of us feel like we feel things happening and so fast. It's very exciting.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yep.
Some of us see the post of the things that are happening.
Yeah.
And you know, the posts of things happening, it allows you to see that things are happening because
Yeah.
otherwise you wouldn't even know that things are happening.
Yeah.
And all of their bamboozlement and all of the things they've been doing to keep people sleeping are fading away.
Yeah.
You know, it was just brought to my attention, and I didn't know this part either, that insurance is a part of admiralty law as well. So when you have insurance, it's a part of admiralty law. Who knew? No wonder why they enforce it.
Yeah.
So all of these things are being exposed everywhere, and it's wild the way they literally bamboozled and deceived everybody into thinking that they're actually the law.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm looking forward to having or I'm looking forward to continuing to see them implode, and we can all agree to that.
Well, yeah, we can. And we're seeing people start to get really fed up with stuff. Like they're like, okay, we got to do something about this. But with insurance, like, okay, you go to buy a house, you have in the US, you go to a title company. Like if you have a mortgage, which 99% of us do, you have to
Right.
go to a mortgage company and the insurance is mandated, right? They won't let you buy that house without insurance. All right. So it's really the bank kind of making that happen.
Yeah. Well, now we know why, because it's a part of their
Yeah.
system,
Yeah.
which is also why it's also enforced with
Yep.
their system because they're the ones that created it. And
Yeah.
it's just like any other fraudulent system, like income tax. Everybody's starting to realize that income tax was voluntary the whole time.
Yeah.
You can't find a law on it because there's no law that exists saying that you have to pay an income tax. And now that we're finding out that all of their legal, their codes and statutes are all fraudulent in the first place, you start to realize that you are actually free, and all you have to do is do not comply or
Right.
what you call it, do not agree to their system. You don't comply to it because there's no laws that's forcing you to. What is forcing you is the fact that there's men with guns um, uh, enforcing their policies, and all of what they do is putting you under threat, duress, and coercion. So when you realize that's the case, you simply don't wish to participate. And once you say those type of things, um, they have no other um, choice but to fall back and leave you alone. Now, when they do continue, then you have all the evidence to follow class action lawsuits and all the above, which is why you're seeing suits and suits and suits and lawsuits and lawsuits and lawsuits happening nonstop. And that's what everybody needs to be doing. That's what we're going to be pushing the energy behind doing, is to make sure that they acquiesce to the
Right.
the ruling of the people. And at the end of the day, they work for us. Somehow, somewhere along the lines, they became on a power trip, thinking that they can do whatever they want and that they're above the law and that they're above daddy, and which is God, right? So they're finding out the hard way that that is no longer the case, and there's a new sheriff in town, literally. So I'm looking forward to all of this stuff coming out.
Two comments. Home Depot has a lawsuit against them right now because you know how you go into the stores and they're videoing you. They video you in the parking lot, at the checkout counter, as you're walking in and all this. It's done illegally. It's not with your permission. And what they found is that that information is going to, let's say, the police or, the justice system, if you want to call it that. That information is used against you. So there's an active lawsuit right now at Home Depot. But I notice, like, if I go to Walmart or some of these other stores, they're also videotaping us without our permission, right?
Yeah, yeah. Even the flock cameras.
Yeah.
They don't want you to film them, but they want to film you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And even at the register, like you're using a credit card, of course, they're collecting your data there. They also have your face right there. And I never signed up for that. I never gave anyone permission there. I don't use most of those stores, but it's everywhere. You go into like Target, there's cameras all over that store and in the parking lot,
Right, right, right. Well,
lawsuits.
yeah, definitely. And there's a lot of people that are doing things,
Yeah.
to combat that. One of them is, changing your status, moving out of U.S. citizenship to foreign nationals, which is just a part of the U.S. And when you do that, you become private to their corporation, and also you can request that those cameras never record you, and if they do, block it out. That's what a lot of these cabal members do themselves. Actually, they use the law to get themselves out of trouble, but they don't want you to know about it.
Right.
So all you have to literally do is change your status. Yeah, you can. It's going to cost you a couple of dollars. Yeah, it's going to change your status, and um, whatever the case is. But as long as you have something, for now anyway, as long as you have something in paper to show them that your status has changed and that you are private to their corporation, because at the end of the day, it is a corporation. They have Dun and Bradstreet. They have all the stuff that a normal business would do, and unfortunately, the law enforcement is on their side. So until further notice, not all law enforcement, because we have videos of people, sheriffs, literally saying the bar needs to be dismantled, and we saw them because I share shit like that. But yeah, those things, man, these they got away with this for a long time, a long,
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
And having the school system teach our kids all this stuff and instill it in the children is how they got away with it.
Right.
That's why Move is important, because Move will be a part of teaching everybody the real laws, natural law, common law, constitutional law, blah blah blah. And as far as the court systems, the lower courts, the Article One courts are nothing but tax courts, um, um, death courts. They're not even fucking judges. They're administrators of trust, and they're only supposed to be dealing with dead people, right? Then you find out that the only way they can get away with it is because they consider you a dead person in your birth certificate and all this other stuff. So yeah, all of it is being exposed. All of it everywhere.
So let's say someone is watching right now and they want to change their status. What are the steps or where can they go? I mean, I know you share a lot of videos. There's a lot, you're sharing a lot of stuff. what's the simple place for them to go to get a step by step?
Well, there's a lot of different people out there that are offering those services. You can get help. Um, you can look it up, and I've already posted some of the stuff. I did find another gentleman last night who was helping people accepted for value type of thing, where you would have to take proper steps so that you can discharge things. Remember, there's no money out here. All of it is debt. So once you find the right person to help you change your status and that person feels good to you, then pay them what they're worth because they obviously know what they're doing. They've changed their status. And there's a lot of videos out there that are showing you when private individuals get pulled over or stopped, it literally says do not detain because they're not supposed to detain you. You're not a part of their corporation. You don't have their you get rid of all of the documentation that puts you under their jurisdiction. And a lot of their jurisdiction is null and void anyway because it was done by deception.
Yeah,
So this is what we're all finding out right now. All of
right.
us. All of us, all of us, all of us. Cases are being dismissed left and right. And there was a gentleman that said, the next stage would be warfare, or not warfare, lawfare, because it's their fake laws against the real laws, and the real laws win all the time. And the only way they're going to stop all of their shenanigans is so everybody wakes the fuck up and realizes what we've been undergoing, and how we literally been under a trance, if you would, that allowed them to do everything they've been doing to us because we thought there were legitimate laws, legitimate people, legitimate stuff that we were following since childhood, because that's what we were taught.
Right.
So now it's all being dismantled, and I'm happy to see it all. I'm happy to be a part of it, and so shall you. So should you. So we can all come together on that and get rid of it once and for all. And we
Right.
we've done. It's over. Nothing they can do right now to um, to 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 keep that in place because it's over. Every step that they make is a blow to them. So we're seeing a lot of other things happening all around the world, and we're seeing a lot of cabal members. How you say career cabal members? Um, Deaths being announced. I was a couple days early, but you know what I mean. I don't understand why they didn't do the same thing with when Netanyahu was blown up and his crew. They could have did the same thing. They could have just said, he passes away, he dies. That just tells you that the Khazarian
Yeah.
mob,
Yeah.
which is the Rothschild banking system structure and all the above, don't want to stop what they're doing. So this is why Dad has his assassins out there to handle business so that um, they're handled. So that's what's happening there. There's also a group of assassins that's literally going after the people sending out orders to hang innocent colored folks. So that's happening as well. And you got to understand that this is coming from the Most High. If Dad is sanctioning these certain group of individuals to go hunt down these other individuals that are hanging people for no fucking reason other than their skin color, um, they just got to pay for what they've done. And Dad sanctioned it. And I'm telling y'all that that's what's happening right now.
It's quite shocking. There was a couple more lynchings recently in the past week or so. And like it just, we think of that from the 1920s, right? We think, oh, that was before people were enlightened. It's happening a lot and no one knows about it.
Right. And the cool part about it all is that now Dad put a group of individuals in place to go address these motherfuckers. And what's even cooler is that a lot of them are Caucasians that are going after these type of individuals. I posted a video the other day of of a white gentleman saying that you guys are a piece of shits about his own people, if you
Yeah.
would, right?
Yep.
Which tells me what I've been saying the whole time, that we all coming together.
Yeah.
We're all coming together as a group of people uniting for a common cause, which is ending the darkness, ending that type of shit, that sorcery, that dog eat dog mentality, that I do what I want to do and I don't care what you say type of thing, type of the ignorance that comes out of those type of individuals. Um, and that's the cool part of it too, is that there's a lot of good people on this planet, and when is right now, by the way, we all fed up and we all coming together, and there's nothing they can do about what we going to do or what we are doing, have done, etc. So there's a lot of good things happening all around the world. There's a lot of fake things happening all around the world to make people believe that something bad is happening, which is not. What I say to all those things is just keep yourself busy with doing Dad's work. Keep yourself manifesting the reality you want to see happen. Don't feed into the bullshit, because we already know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Look how many lives are lost because everybody thought the Muslims took out the World Trade Center. And now we're finding out that it was not the Muslims, it was the actual Israelis who did it. Look what you have with the USS boat that was taken out. You have all those survivors now talking about that it was the Israelis and that they were told to stand down while they sank the fucking ships. You have all these things happening all around the world, and everybody's finding out that it is, in fact, the Zionist, satanic Israelis, Khazarian mob, whatever the fuck you want to call themselves.
Yeah.
And you have to understand that they also created the Bible, where it says all of these people would go against them and then they would be victorious. That's not true. That's not happening. What's going to happen is everybody's coming against them. They all will be dealt the justice Dad wants them to receive, and Israel will be renamed Judea. That's what's happening. How do I know? Because Dad is never wrong when he tells me what to do. Did you hear what I said? When he tells me what to do. So yeah, it will be recognized as the state of Palestine for a period of time, and then it will be called Judea because everybody comes to an agreement with it all. That's where we're moving with all this stuff. Once everything's cleaned up and everybody sees who's who in this big fucking smorgasbord of bullshit, people will come together and agree on things. Okay. And when they realize that people like myself actually are here, actually are doing this work, actually are doing the things we're doing, and have unbelievable forces behind us, and we start healing the people and restoring things and spreading the wealth, and everybody realized that abundance is literally what it is, abundance, because it comes from our Father, our Creator. It's not going to be that hard for us to change an entire place because they know who's in charge of it. Okay? When they see all of us come together and we say, hey, we want to come over here and we want to do this. This is what we want to do. Everything's on the table. They're going to look at us. They're going to be like, okay, no problem. They're going to agree with it because of the way we're doing it, because of the information that is being spread about us. and they're not going to give us no problems because they've already seen the work that we've already been doing. And that's why he had me start the free holograms, the free healings, the free trainings, the free help someone today events. He had me start all these things so that there's a track record of me and my crew doing what we've been doing. So people are going to know and they see that we're the benevolent ones. No matter if you believe us or not, some of the crazy shit that comes out of this fucking mouth is fucking crazy. However, however, Dad's never wrong. Okay, he's always right. Always, 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 always. Even when he is, even when we feel like it's wrong,
Yeah.
he's still right. So when we go into an area after everything, all the shit hits the fan and everything gets revealed for what it really is, when I go into the area, people are going to know that I'm coming here to change things, and I'm going to do it in a benevolent way. You don't have to worry about lasers coming from the skies and some manufactured fires, winds, or earthquakes. And we're going to help everything and everyone in the area. So that's what the world is waiting for. The world is literally waiting for us. Literally. Um, I've been helping people with different types of programs. I know people that are involved in the wealth transfer from top to bottom. Different people coming to the table. Different people texting me about different things, and I do my thing. And right after I do my thing, they're like, "What the fuck? How how did you do that?" Because I'm the one that's supposed to do that. That's why. So now you got all these people around the world literally know that I'm here, know that I'm for real, know that I can do the things that I'm doing. Not to mention, you got Eglin Air Force Base right around the corner, and they know, they ready. We sent them a message earlier this AM, and we got nothing but smiles back because we're telepathic. We can see, we can do the things that we can do. We know what's up. They know what's up. We're watching everything. There's nothing that Dad don't see. Um, I'm excited about all of these changes. And the last update that I got as far as the wealth transfer was Trump got back from Turkey and signed off on everything. Gave the green light. So now we're just waiting to be contacted and paid. And not just me, people from all around the world. And the cool part is, if you're not supposed to have the type of money that you think you have because you want to do things your way, you're never going to get it. You're never going to get it. Dad knows everything. You think he's going to release the money to a bunch of individuals that's going to, put us back into this fucking whatever you want to call this all over again? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's why we control everything we control. That's why we're going into certain places around the world and bringing out the wealth to then put it into the system and give it back to the people.
Right. Right.
This is why I'm here for I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Um, I'm excited because we're literally, inches, minutes away from all of it. All of it, all of it, all of it. They are working hard to get us all paid up. Some of them are frustrated. A lot of people have lost their lives to get all this stuff done. And at the same time, those that lost their lives can come back because of the way their life was snuffed from them or taken from them, or however you want to pronounce that. So it's been a difficult ride for everybody down here. However, we have that, which means we have everything, including everlasting life after the fact, right? because we understand and we know that we're just consciousness, and this body can expire and then reformed. So those that lost their lives to get us to this point will and can come back. And that's the gift of all of this. Everlasting life. Some wild stuff, however, is very real. Very, very real. And I'm more than happy to be the weirdo talking about it, okay?
You're more than happy to be the first demonstrator.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I would rather have B be the first one to
Yes.
transform,
Yes.
because that's just the way that I am.
Yeah.
I'm Daddy has me working on this Atlanta event. It's going to cost $500,000. You know, I would love to have it paid already, and I'm waiting to see what Daddy does to get it all paid up. Um, I have to admit I'm frustrated with people only because what I'm doing and what I've been doing is for the good of everybody, and there's people out there that have billions and know about me and won't even fucking help. So I um I always say it to Daddy too directly, like I don't have no faith in them, Daddy. I only have faith in you, and I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but you know what I mean.
Right.
I do it all myself, and what he says is I've tested them and they failed, and you're going to do it anyway. Okay, say no
Yep.
more. Say no more.
Yep.
So all of the things and people that come against us literally put themselves in a position where I wouldn't want to be. No one would want to be there. Yeah. So it's all good. I mean, look at all the censoring shit that I've experienced, and all I'm doing is good. Look at all the name calling and all the bullshit that I go through just to do good, just to do right by people, just to heal people, just to train people, just to show people and explain to people what how dad actually operates instead of some book telling you things. You can't tell me something that you learned over here without listening to what I got to say, because you can read all this stuff over here, but can you perform the way that I would teach you to perform? No. So put that shit down and come listen to me. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do it unless you do some hocus pocus in some satanic circle and they give you some abilities that they're going to take when they're done with you. Because that's what's been happening too. Look at the forces in within the military that used to be satanic. You don't even hear about them no more because they're probably all evaporated by now, unless they're IDF soldiers that time hasn't come for them yet, because time is coming, right? Um, these things that we've been experiencing is because of a group of individuals thought they had more power and abilities um, than we do. It's over for them in multiple ways, multiple ways. So that being said, we can move forward with some questions and some ass kicking and some so
Let's get on with the ass kicking.
right.
So, you said a few days ago some people were coming out of hiding and some people were going to get their what they deserved, which we're seeing trickle out to the news. Anything special of people coming out of hiding that we need to know about?
Yeah. Well, you got Charlie Kirk is supposed to make an appearance. MJ is supposed to make an appearance. Um, a couple other people that you thought were dead, as far as the people thought were dead, are supposed to make an appearance. And the military is supposed to or is going to show what's really been happening, because we are more than 99% done with the cabal. And that's where we're at with it. That's what I'm saying. That's what Daddy's telling me. That's what Daddy's showing me. And we are literally inches and minutes away from all of this, shit hitting the fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and again, I may be saying this right now. He may be having me say this right now just to set up a few folks. Don't matter to me,
Yeah.
because your ass is done anyway. I will say that earlier this AM, there was a bright star hovering over Jupiter that transformed and deleted a bunch of beings from Jupiter. And when that happened, that signaled a massive fleet of forces to teleport here. So now we have more and more and more people here because the things that we've done all around this galaxy. So it's exciting to see. It's exciting to watch. Pay attention to the skies because they're everywhere. They are everywhere. The hammer's been dropped. Multiple hammers have been dropped, and I'm excited about all of this stuff. Um, there's some wild stuff happening. Wild stuff happening, and you're going to have more and more people come out and talk about it. And just know that the ships are definitely here, and they're monitoring and watching everything and everyone.
Right.
Um, we do it in a way where we have dad's approval instead of some flock camera. We have a daddy camera. So
Daddy Cam.
the daddy cam.
He's got us Earth on a screen right up there, and he's like, "Oh man,
That's
this
right.
I'm gonna skip the commercials on this one."
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Last night he showed B, what's her name, transformation, the Cinderella.
yeah.
And when he mentioned that, I said, well, Cinderella, the first thing I saw was boop, transforming. And then that's what I said. I said, well, that's transformation right there, buddy. And he added, yeah, that's what it is. But then there's also Hollywood being transformed, or Hollywood being taken from Hollywood and being brought here, is what he was trying to explain. So that only tells me that Royal Crown's production is also getting ready to make its move too.
Yep.
He's been having me lay the foundations for all this stuff. I always complain to Daddy about it all. Like, you make me start all this stuff, and then I have to fucking go do something else. Come on, man. What's going on?
Well, you know what? You're setting the foundation, like we said before. You're kind of getting it organized. People are kind of learning what has to be done, right?
Yeah,
And then, because it's gonna like when it happens, boom, it's gonna go fast,
yeah.
and
We're
people are gonna
we're
be scrambling.
yeah, we're a couple viral videos away. So yeah.
Okay.
Um, it's going to get interesting in everywhere. You got people all around the world that are doing things that the cabal's been trying to censor, but however, they're not going to be able to censor the stuff that's coming out, this week. Okay,
Right, right, right.
so we shall see. Solid.
So,
Cheers.
so you've told us today then that Trump has signed paperwork authorizing the RV, and so that it is active, but there's a period of transition where they have to do whatever they're doing to get it to the people.
Yeah.
How long? I know everyone's going to ask this. About
Well,
how long will that take? Weeks, months, years?
well, I don't have an answer to that.
Yeah.
And we do know that he's been signing paperwork for the last 20 fucking years or so. That's what it feels like, right? Um, but I will say that there is a lot of heat being transformed or transferred. There's a lot of heat to get this done. There's a lot of people losing their sleep. There's a lot of people working on the behalf of everyone. And there was a 2 o'clock meeting that's taking place right now. It's still in session, and they're actually training to get things situated. There was some cabal issues that were addressed over the last week because they wanted it done right after the fourth. And Daddy showed us that they did get things done, and that we did move things out the way because, again, they report to us. Whether people believe it or not, Wolverine and all y'all over there, they report to us, and we do what we have to do. Period. Um, that's where we're at right now. They're in the meeting training for what's to come.
Yeah,
This,
baby.
this. If it was up to me, I'd get it done last night.
Right. Right.
However, it's totally up to Dad, and like I was telling other people, that these people talk to Dad too. Dad talks to them too, so they know we're real. Otherwise, they wouldn't be making sure that we get the info, because they know that once we get the info and it's something that Daddy doesn't want to happen or something Daddy wants to stop, we stop it. So that's where we're at with it all. Um, you can't talk the way that I do and get away with it, if you would, unless you had Daddy behind you. Daddy behind you, Daddy in you, etc. Right? So I do see us being escorted, some spacecrafts, some high tech um, high tech crew taking us places to do what we have to do. And this is going down, and I will be recording because I love to show off.
And this is a world, it's a world changer.
It literally is. You
It's a
gotta
world
keep
changer.
you gotta keep in mind that this we've always been a part of a galactic community. Like always, 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 always. There's no way around it. We've always been a part of galactic community. However, you had bad actors covering up, covering and kind of like a prison, right? You can't get into the prison. Well, that's what's been happening down here, and they've been doing all these foul things to us. And what happens when that prison becomes overtaken by a higher force that are benevolent and obviously see what y'all been doing, and we come in and say, okay, enough is enough. We're here. Whichever one of you move the wrong way are going to get phased out. Okay, so that's literally what we've been doing for the last 5+ years, phasing motherfuckers out. excuse,
Well,
excuse
and
my French.
we've learned that we're basically free range. Okay. We're living in a container. Okay. And we never even knew it, right? We can't explore the oceans because we'll die, right? We can't go past the Antarctica or the ice wall, the firmament, whatever you want to call it. And there's a dome up there. So, and then the maps are wrong. So we don't realize the world is different than we've been taught because we already know if we do this or that, we're going to die, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
that's what we've been taught. And then you have
mm,
so-called authorities to stop you from going to these places.
yeah.
And then if you look at these so-called authorities with a different eyes, you'll see that they're not even human. So people have to wake up to this shit. And that's what's been happening. So this is another reason why we had to come in the way that we did. We set them up the way that we did, and now we're going to annihilate them. Literally. Actually, we've already done that. And we've done it so fast that they don't even know what happened. And some of the clones that we put in place, they don't even know that there were clones. You know, like you said, these people are stupid. They really are.
Yeah. Well, again, when you look at it, it's not officially their fault. You know what I mean? Not officially. We've been tricked over and over and over for hundreds of years, thousands of years. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's being corrected. That's the good news, right?
Yeah, that is the awesome news even for them. And that's why I said what I said last video, that you have the chance to turn to daddy. You have the chance to turn to him. Um, in some cases, it's never too late because you obviously will stay around to witness some of the things. Um, those that are are so cold, won't change, and they that just means they was never supposed to change,
Mhm.
and they do have to go bye bye because that energy, that spirit, will cease to exist. Just like the spirit that's involved in raping and pillaging young children across the country, across the world, in fact, right? Those type of spirits are being deleted and have been deleted. Every time we raise the consciousness, that's what we address, those type of entities. And when we hit the consciousness levels, those things go bye-bye. And that also allows room for the exposure of all that stuff to take place, right? So not only that, it allows things to change. It allows policy enforcers to become peace officers. It allows, you know, lawyers or attorneys to be lawyers. It allows administrators to be actual judges with, um, delegations from Congress to actually do what these individuals been doing. So that is restoring all of this stuff, literally. It allows you to freely travel without needing paperwork. It allows you to be private and all that stuff without status corrections and all that stuff. However, there are some things that need to be done to allow that to happen for the masses. And we have to talk about it. We have to address it energetically, commands, blah, 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 blah. Well, however you want to pronounce that.
Right.
And we are the group of individuals that are helping manifest it for everybody else. Um, Someone sent me a photo and video of an expo, and people are there selling the stuff that I do, right?
Ooh.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because of my work. More and more people are doing it. And in fact, Daddy even had me enhance their products on some occasions. That's totally fine. I don't care as long as people get the healing, right? And that's what I'm talking about. Because of me doing what I'm doing, people are doing it. People are copying it, and it's okay because as long as they're being healed, I don't mind it whatsoever. I do not care because at the end of the day, the people that have the legitimate products, are good. Those that have fake products are not good, and they use different types of machinery and frequency generators to create their products. And we did that in the beginning of all this stuff. The individual that taught me was using radionics machines and frequency machines that he built himself, and he taught me a lot of the stuff. And that's how I learned all of these different things, because he taught me, showed me. And then with my abilities and my consciousness and the way that my mind works, I've always thought there was an easier way. And the easier way was for me to form the energies and frequencies in my head and transfer it to one place, from one place to another. And of course, dad steps in and says, any frequency you want, just ask for it and you will receive it. And I'm like, who are you? So with all that being said, I have the purest frequencies that you can get. And that's why I do it for free on the free download page. Any request comes in, I either do it right away or I'm busy and I'll get to it. But that's why I do it, because it's coming from dad. I put it on a free image, I give it out. Right? There's nobody doing that. No one. Period. And if they're doing it, they got it from me. And it's not as strong as because the source behind it, it's not me. It's not daddy. Um, with all that being said, I now take all of those combined frequencies and place them into my new products. Not only that, we can program them to do whatever we want them to do, including telepathic search engines. Can you imagine? I'm sure you can, and everybody can listening. When this thing is fully activated and you are fully activated, this can be your search engine. This will be your search engine. You can ask it questions and it will give you the answers, right? And this will be a personal thing for your household. It'll be like Alexa 10.0. You'll always have daddy with you too, but these things are devices kind of like your iPhone is Alexa. Your iPhone is what it is. All of my tools and devices are made for purposes, and those purposes, some of them are way far in advance than
Right.
where we're at.
Right.
You remember I made the source chips. People still have them. I still have a bunch of them. I don't even advertise them too much. But when it's time, you will be able to take that chip and insert it in some of our new devices that will be manifesting, because the energy and the power is already there. And those are free energy devices that we'll be producing, and you guys already have them. So you'll have the options to buy buy a device with a chip in it, or install your own chip that you paid for. You see what I'm saying? So we're literally moving into the new reality where all these things are possible. And I've been like literally breadcrumbing the whole situation, getting everybody prepared to what's possible. So it's so much fun, so much fun to watch.
There's so much going on. Yeah, the charger plate. Yeah, you showed us that last time.
Yeah, so it's a lot of good things are happening. You have to understand that everything is energy, sounds, frequencies, vibration, blah blah blah. You asked about how long would all of this take, and then the last time there was another question on when. And I'm gonna give you another answer: is when you use your mind, energy, love to manifest it for yourself, faster and faster and faster and faster, without the doubt. Remove all the doubt. Man, this shit is taking too long. I can't wait for this to happen. I need to do this and I need to do that. That's putting a block on what needs to take place for all of us. So refrain from that and say things like, this is happening. This has already happened. This is what I did with all of the funds that I received. And this is how I this is how I continue to do all of the things, because I put the funds to work for me over here. And now all of these funds are coming in so that I can continue to do this stuff over here. And I just made an entire ecosystem that's connected with dad's ecosystem. And now we're all living in peace because we all came together and manifested this right here. And don't think nothing positive. I mean, no, nothing negative about any of that. So you have to see what you want. And if we all agree with what you want, and why wouldn't we? Because it's what everybody should have. It allows the manifestation to happen faster, right?
Right.
Everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm showing is posting and commanding and changing. Why do you think we see the changes? It's because not only I'm doing it behind the scenes, but now you guys are doing it in the public. Yeah, you're going to get attacked for it. Yeah, things are going to happen around you. Yeah. So what? Shit happens, right? Um, if you wasn't successful in doing those things and making those commands happen, you wouldn't have no attacks. You wouldn't have difficulties in your life. So that should be a clear signal, a sign that you are on the right path, because you're obviously getting your ass whooped for doing the right thing. That's so wrong, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You don't know how many times me and B work on certain things, and shortly after, or even right before I address it, he gets hit.
Oh
Boom,
yeah.
boom, boom, boom. So I got to clean them up, and then I got to address what we was just working on, because that was a clear sign that what we just addressed, or what we getting ready to address, needed to be addressed. So unfortunate for him, that's how we do it. And the cool part is, when they attack him that way, those individuals that do it at the time get eliminated. It's never the same force, the same entity. Never. And mind you, we've been doing this for 10 years. So 10 years straight, never the same entity attacking him. What's that tell you? We took care of a lot of motherfuckers.
A lot of bad guys out in Pebble Valley.
Lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's where we at. Red hooking them. Boom. Just like that. So yeah, when you let go, let daddy, and allow the manifestation to happen, allow your abilities to kick in, and focus on healing people. Focus on doing everything I taught y'all to do. Command. Some of the people that ask those questions obviously are new people. Because if you've been listening to me for the last 10 years, and some of you have, you know how this works already. Because I've taught y'all. And that's why we're at where we're at now. Go back and look at all the stuff we've been doing since 2017, 16, 18. All of the commands. Go back to all of the different groups and look. Reinforce this, reinforce that, reinforce this, reinforce that. Fast forward to now, didn't we just make all that shit happen? We did, didn't we? That being said, we're gonna finish the job. We're gonna uncloak and reinforce all of the benevolent things that Daddy wants happening to this planet. Restore the wealth. Restore our health, our youth. Release the wealth across the board. Get out full disclosure and eliminate all the darkness everywhere, all the different groups everywhere, and the planet is liberated. Period.
Done, done, done.
Done. Then we'll be able to live in peace and prosper and create wonderful things for everyone. Wonderful things for everyone everywhere. Um, and a lot of the things that you guys should be thinking about creating is things for children, because the children will no longer be hunted and there'll be thousands of them everywhere. So they need cool toys, cool products, cool clothing, stuff like that, cool jewelry pieces. You'll have children's of all colors, shapes, and sizes from all walks of life, including those from off planet. I mean, I don't think y'all really understand what's really happening down here, or happening here, period, or happening everywhere. Okay? This is getting this this is getting ready to blow wide open. And y'all gonna see how y'all been a part of the entire galaxy. Y'all gonna meet entities and humanoids and man and women from different parts of the galaxy that look just like you and have all of their abilities and have everything intact. And they will come and teach you and help you and show you and visit with you. And some of them will be your ancient godparents, or, grandmothers and grandfathers. Like this, you have no fucking clue on what's been hidden from us. No clue at all. The fact that a lot of our ancient technology and our ancient vessels and ships and tools are hidden in some of these underground bases, tunnels, etc., and hidden in certain places like the Vatican and military bases and Puerto Rico. We're getting ready to release all that stuff. We are releasing all this stuff. Nothing they can do about it. And the cabal, well, they're dead and gone. I was just doing what I was told. Okay, good. So was I.
Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you, Daddy. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's go with some Q&A. I just wanted to encourage everybody that things are happening and things, we have a lot to be thankful for. A lot of gratitude, and I love Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to get this stuff done. And we did it. We did it.
It's so beautiful.
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
and you know how you're talking about a galactic community. We've got videos that show how we're all interacting together, and they show different races and species, or I don't know the right words, but it allows you to visualize it even more. And it's beautiful. Crystalline cities, clear water, plants with fruit on them. It's beautiful. So that's a good thing to look at, to envision.
Yeah, yeah. He's also showed us, different ways of to create jobs for people. And one of them that was just brought up, like 2 days ago, is when you go to certain countries or certain areas of this country, even, you got people in on the mediums selling waters and roses and stuff like that. Well, he showed us that on the medium itself, it had trees of fruits and vegetables,
Yeah.
and that we would pay the kids or whoever to snatch some of it up and give it to the person waiting
Yeah.
at the light or wherever, whatever the case is, and we would pay them to do it. So now you have healthy fruits and vegetables growing right there, and paying somebody to actually pick it and give it to you.
Yeah.
Those are ways to create jobs that nobody else was thinking about
In a productive way too.
in a productive way, and that's all Daddy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking like, well, if we're going to do that, that means we would have to have the holograms there in place, and I would have to enhance them so that they would have to grow the shit faster. And he's like, you're pretty smart, aren't you?
That's great. Well, and you know what the other thing is? It makes a beautiful, like when you're driving down the street. Like there's some streets here, they have the trees and the median with trees and flowers and stuff in it. And it's beautiful to drive. Like you want to drive down through there because it's not like just like on a highway. It's all ugly gas stations, storage places. It's beautiful to drive through that because of the nature. I think we
Yeah,
love that. And I know that we'll have the pod system soon, and that's gonna like just speed up the whole travel process. But I love that idea.
yeah, it's going to be super clean too. Super
Yeah,
clean, super, some of the manufacturing or the vehicles that we produce, they'll be everlasting too,
yeah,
just like us, the body. There's materials right now that can last forever, and if you design it in a certain way, you can have literal airless tires and free energy vehicles that will last forever because of the material that we use. So those are some of the things that I'll be doing when I take over things like GMC and stuff like that, including Apple. It's all of these things Dad said I was going to do. So
yeah,
who says I'm not?
yep,
So that's what we'll be doing. We'll be taking over companies and repurposing them and making the products better that will last ever, forever. And you won't have to worry about upgrading the fucking phone every month or every
yep,
year because we're not going to send out signals to fuck up your phone so that you got to go buy a new one, right? We're not going to continue to make products so that you can get a flat and buy new fucking tires.
right.
We're going to build things to last, right? Perfect example. This thing is built to last. The only reason why you need a new one is if you lose it, someone takes it, or you give it away. It's built to last and the frequencies last forever. That's why I make the products the way that I do. Of course, I'm focusing on making other products that earn residual income, like toilet paper and stuff. People need to wipe their ass still. And we have to pay bills still. So for all you motherfuckers out there that want me to do stuff for free, pay my bills, and I'll do everything you want me to do. I guarantee it. You pay all of my bills, you buy me a couple houses, you do all this stuff, and I'll do everything you want me to do.
Yeah.
Other than that, shut up, because I don't want to hear it.
We got a comment last time from like I'm assuming an older lady, like, oh, do you sell products? In that case, I don't believe you, blah, blah, blah. You're just trying to sell stuff. And it's like, you've explained what only a jillion times we all have to pay our bills, right? So yes.
She's not right. I am trying to sell stuff. How you think
Yeah.
I'm going to pay for the Help Someone Today campaign?
Yeah.
How you
Yeah.
going? How you think I'm going to pay for all of these cool things? Right? How you think
Yeah.
I'm doing all this stuff? It costs money to make this shit.
Yeah.
So if you're going to pay for my bills, if you're going to pay for the products to be made, if you're going to pay me for my house, my cars, the food that we eat, the people that I help, the people that I feed, if you're going to do all that shit, I'll be glad to work for free.
Yeah.
I'll be more than happy to. The good news is that I do have unlimited funds accounts just waiting to get access to, and I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so those of you that are commenting those comments like that will get free stuff because that's what Dad wants too. I wanted to. I've said it multiple times. I would do this shit for free. I'm not. I'm not going back on my word. I would do this shit for free, but I need to be funded somehow, somewhere. In fact, since these motherfuckers can create money out of thin air, how about you just give me a fucking card that has all of your free air money so that I can go do my work? At the end of the day, that's daddy's system anyway, because he allowed y'all to make it. So what I just said will happen anyway. I
Yeah.
don't have a problem doing things for free. Those of you that know me, y'all know I'm super generous.
Yes, you are.
So yeah, I mean, I don't. Some people.
Well, no one will ever go without when they're in your circle, right?
That's
You
right.
make sure they have food, that they're taken care of. And it's quite shocking how many like just they flock onto you like flies, like they know. And it's
Yeah,
good. It's good.
yeah. And the cool part of it is that people always come and go, and people do what daddy wants them to do. So I don't have a problem taking care of people.
Right.
I don't have a problem helping nobody with anything. And the cool part about me and daddy and how we roll, right? If you ask me for something, it doesn't have to come from me directly, but it will come because I know how manifestation works. I know how daddy works. And if daddy says, go ahead and grant them that wish, it's getting granted. Now, if he wants me to step in directly and say, okay, do this, do this, do that, do this, do that, I'm doing it. But if he just says, fall back, hit it, I'm falling back and hitting it and then allowing the process because it's going to get addressed one way or the other. It doesn't have to come from me. And I just had a call yesterday with someone telling me the same thing. Smarty, I don't know how you do what you do, but thank you, man. I asked you for this and I asked for that, and you didn't respond. And then all of a sudden, it's taken care of.
Boom.
Who said I didn't respond? Okay, just like I've been telling y'all. You know the web Telegram group, the healings and requests, right? I'm going to go in there right now, and I haven't been in there maybe a week or two, right? Boom, here it is right here. So 2,200 comments. Most of them is people reinforcing things, which you don't really have to do because it's going to happen anyway, but it's cool. So right now, boom, I just said done. So everybody that requests are going to receive what they want because that's how I do it. I woke up to another message today, and this is from one of our circle members. There was a young lady who couldn't get prego for the longest. I think she said 8 years or something like that, right? Sent one of us a message. I looked at it. I said, okay, took care of it. Today, this morning, I woke up with a pregnancy test with the line through it. Okay.
Skills.
That's the shit that I do. Well,
Yeah.
we're able to grant wishes. It comes from dad. If this individual was not supposed to have babies or get pregnant, it wouldn't fucking happen, and I wouldn't be able to do it because it's not supposed to happen. If it's something that dad approves of, then it will happen. Okay? And I'm going to show you that. This is what I do. I'm able to grant life and take life and all the above. And I work for our father. I work for dad, my daddy. I be trying to quit sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
Not so much recently, right?
I quit yesterday for like a minute. It was probably a little longer than that because I hit the bed and I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, yeah,
I think y'all went to the beach or whatever, but
yeah.
I was gone. I was
That's
gone.
funny. That's
And
funny.
then I get woken up. I get woken up and then the phone rings literally at the same time. And B's like, Daddy said to call. I said, yeah, I just woke up. He said, well, good job. And I'm like, why, Daddy? Why?
Funny. It's funny.
Well, you got it done. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
But people, people, people don't understand what's actually happening for us, to us. Life is not what you thought. Life is what they wanted you to think, and there's so much more to it. And that's what I'm bringing to the table. That's what I'm teaching y'all. And the cool part is, if you are willing to learn and understand, or begin to understand what I'm teaching you for free, you can do all the shit that I've done, that my previous lifetimes done, and together we're going to change the things that need to be changed. We actually already did. Um, all of this stuff is just me talking about what is possible, what we can do, and what collectively we've done with all the different things coming at us. Like, we're literally the underdogs, right? We were the underdogs. And we have massive armies, massive, I wouldn't say massive because they're not nothing compared to what we actually have. But we had a couple of million individuals that worked tirelessly to go against Daddy. With the censorship of all of us, with the censorship of all the people out there trying to do the right thing, with the murders and attempted murders of those coming forward with their testimonies and even sharing information. All of this doesn't go unpunished. And the punishment is, Daddy's justice. So, like I said, I feel sorry for them. Not.
Well, it's not like they weren't warned forever, you know.
Yeah, well, think about it. Look at how bad I get censored. Um, one of my brothers this morning showed me a fake TikTok account, thousands and thousands of subscribers.
Wow.
The real one, it's like it's like zero compared to the other ones,
Yeah.
right? Look at the Medbed group on Telegram that's using my hologram. 70,000 fucking subscribers, and mine's only show 3,000. Fuck out of here.
Ridiculous.
But
Yeah.
I'm smart enough to know better. I'm smart enough, and I got Daddy, and Daddy's telling me that those are not the numbers. Don't listen to them. People, millions of people are seeing me from all around the world, and there's nothing that the cabal can do about it. And this is why more and more people are contacting me directly, requesting help, and then receiving the help. When you do these, when you do the type of things that I'm doing for people, that that grows trust, that grows loyalty, that grows um that changes people, that changes things. And now it's like, well, shit, he did this, he did that, I feel like I owe him. The truth is, you don't owe me nothing, because that was from Daddy. He wanted you to receive that blessing. He wanted these things removed from your way, from your path, obstacles, whatever. He wanted all of that dealt with. And he wants you to receive the things that you've been waiting for. That's why I'm allowed to do what I do. That's why I'm in the position that I'm in. And like some of the people here say, we're just one video away from going viral. So,
Awesome.
um, and in a way where they can't censor us no more. And like Daddy said, once we own the platform, they
Oh,
won't
so it's going to be
be.
called SuTube.
Hey, you can have whatever you want. I don't care. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
That's funny.
go.
That's funny.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean, we can create so many cool things out there. And that's what we'll be doing,
Yeah.
creating.
And I think, here's my suggestion. You've told people that, don't dwell on when. Put your time to productive use. So think about what the future is going to look like, what projects you'll be doing, and really, how can you prepare right now for the future? Like, what can you do right now to help other people in your way? Everyone has a piece of the puzzle. It's up to us to kind of figure it out, right?
That's right. That's right. And
Yeah.
it's not that hard because you was already created to do
Yeah.
wonderful things, wonderful benevolent things.
Yeah.
The problem was that you've been bamboozled to believe in things that weren't
Yeah.
actually real,
Yeah.
and we have to detox from all the BS. And full disclosure, full honorable disclosure, and the rising of the consciousness is what's allowing us to be what we were made to be, which is fucking awesome if you ask me. I'm ready to fucking I'm ready to do some real superhero shit. Like real.
I'm ready to watch that
I'm
too.
ready to put my fucking cape on and be like,
You're gonna put some tights on.
yeah, all that, all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's go, let's
Yeah,
go.
that's awesome.
You
That's
know,
awesome.
we've been ready. We've been ready. So I'm excited about all this stuff. I was talking about the med beds because JP put out a med bed video the other
Yeah,
day,
yeah, yeah.
and Daddy has said that those med beds are like some of the old stuff that they have, and they want, and then he wants them to put out the advanced ones. He doesn't want them to put out the bullshit. He wants them to put out advanced med beds so that people can use them. And I told JP that, and he agreed that that's what they should be doing. Um, and in at the end of the day, that's what they need to be doing. That's what they should be doing, and that's what they will be doing. And the message came from Dad, so you can do it your way, or you can do it Dad's way. What he did say was that they will do it his way, and for them doing it his way, they will have the opportunity and um, the opportunity to work with us and use our stuff. Um, we're not going through any of their channels to do what we're getting ready to do. We don't need nobody's permission. We have Dad, and the last time I checked, I was in charge of all this stuff. I have full control over my stuff because I created it. Okay, so when it's time to release all these things and do all these things, it's going to happen right here in front of everybody. And we're not hiding nothing because what are you going to do? Do you want to interfere with God's will? That wouldn't be wise now, would it?
Mm-mm.
So yeah, we're going to release all of our stuff to those that are supposed to experience it right away. And then eventually it's going to go public, and it's not going to take years to do. And things are on a timer so that they can be a part of it or not. And that's where we're going with it all. And it's happening right now.
Thank you,
Oh,
Daddy.
thank you,
Thank you,
Daddy.
Daddy. And thank you all for your work. Everyone that's helped. And of course your guidance. Like I love when you put out like it's like rapid fire commands and everybody joins in to work on that. It's very exciting, you know.
Yeah, I'm about to do that later on tonight.
Yep.
Just reinforce some of the stuff that I was talking about that we've been doing, and also collectively, consciously doing it because every time we move up a notch in consciousness, it's always good to redo it because now we're in a different field.
Right.
So I've already got that shit on the schedule.
Yay. But and think of how exciting this time is. Okay. We're seeing the change. We are bringing the change
We are the change.
here. We are the change. We are the ones we've been waiting for. That's
That's correct.
yeah, it's a good slogan. We are the technology, as you said.
That's right. That's right. I mean, when you understand that there's nothing more greater or than dad,
Yep.
and he built us to be what we are, and we are literally the weapons. When you understand that you are, and when you understand that you can manifest all these wonderful things, you can also hinder wonderful things like we've been discussing. You don't put negative shit in your way, and you focus on manifesting. The dark ones like to manifest shit. They like to manifest spells. They like to manifest stopping all these things. They like to interfere with, my property here. They like to interfere with the things that I'm doing here. They like to They like to, They would love to have me, whatever.
Yep.
And it's not going their way.
Right.
It's going daddy's way. And every time you stupid motherfuckers reveal yourselves, I get to do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Poof.
Yeah.
So, they've been involved in doing all of this stuff since I got here. And since I've been telling people what I'm going to do here and how I'm going to buy this resort, that resort, and tear down this building, tear down that building, get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of the pedophilia, get rid of all these satanic pieces of shit trafficking kids here. That's what I've been doing. And they know it. And they know it's coming to a halt for them all. So it doesn't matter what they think, what they say, what they do, what they wish upon us, what they spell cast, and all that stupid shit. You have no power whatsoever. And I'm showing you you don't. In your fucking face.
Yeah.
So yeah. We are manifesting a beautiful reality for everyone, including your children, because your ass is going bye-bye. So sorry, not sorry. That's so wrong.
It's funny though.
Very. All right, let's do another two questions and then I get
All
out of
right.
here.
Let me do a quick plug. We have a new book out. Okay. Physically out. This is the collector's edition. Sananda, The First Light Being by Kimberly Kay. Collector's edition. It's a hardcover. It is technically a children's book, but I'm just going to say not only are the illustrations beautiful, the story is magnificent. It will bring tears to your eyes. So this is a great story for your children, your grandchildren, as well as yourself. If you want this book, you can go to sourceofloveofficial.com. And they have paperback or hardback. Okay. All right. Little plug there. It's like the Truman Show, right? We got to have our.
No, that's yeah, when you was holding that book up, I can feel the all of it coming out of it.
It is, the illustrations are
Mhm.
just gorgeous, but the story will bring tears to your eyes. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
And second little plug is the third book in our series, Sananda Galactic, Chronicles of Liberation, book 2 is at the printer, and I think it might have been shipped to me. So woof, I'm pretty excited about that.
Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go. Everybody should have those books.
Yeah.
And the cool part is like these books are going to tell you the stories of how it all started with me and
Yeah.
where we're at. And since I'm not going nowhere for a long time, eventually you'll be able to ask me questions one of these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll explain to it, and we'll have videos of everything that I've done in the books, all of the evidence and things that I talk about, the things that we've done have already been recorded,
Yeah.
and it's going to be something that you can always
Yeah.
go back to and say, this and this and this happened, and he said it here, and you know 200, 300 years in the future, we'll still be here talking about what I said in that book,
Yep.
what I've done, and here's the
That's
evidence.
exciting. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. I mean, the covers, Kimberly Kay also did the covers, and they're beautiful. I mean, there's a lot of content. You have jumped around. I've bing bonged around with questions for years.
Yep.
And how do you put all that in a book? I mean, so, there's a lot there. So, yay. Okay. Um, question. Monoliths. Okay. So we're seeing these reports, okay, like, oh my God, it's news, right? Of monoliths on other planets. Okay. Of course, they're all over. So can you explain? Now, we have monoliths here on Earth that pop up. um, we've talked about that in, it might be this book. We've talked about the monoliths. I'm not sure which one actually, but how they are like on a timer basically, right? And they pop up occasionally. The government basically takes them down. Okay, so question is monoliths throughout the universe. Can you explain why they're there, why they're, what they do, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, they're like giant tuning forks. That's literally what they are,
Yep.
and they're also like checkpoints, different realities, or not different realities, but every time things are supposed to change or go to a different timeline, things like this appear that change the consciousness and change what you thought you knew, because you have things popping up out of nowhere, and in a sense they change things. So it's like literal tuning fork, if you would. And they did pop up all around the world, and the cabal did take them. At the same time, um, they helped us do what we needed to do, because where they ended up was where we wanted them to end up at.
Ooh, more details to come, I hope.
Yeah, and that allowed us to change things. And it's everything that happens, there's always a reason for it. And those monoliths are literally all around the galaxy, because they act as some of them are even teleportation. If you notice, my crystal's the same shape. This one, that's why I did what I did, just showing you it's the same shape.
Right.
So they're they're like teleportation centers, tuning forks, um, checkpoints, if you would. And when I say checkpoint, if when you're playing a video game, after you go through the board in the video game, some games literally have two poles like this that you literally have to go through. When you go through those two poles, it's a different playing field, a different board. That's why I say checkpoint. Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
So it's also like the teleportation crystals that you walk through. They have different meanings all around the galaxy, and along with the spheres, the round spheres that hover and monitor and scan, and I've told you about those too. So those are popping up all around the world. Some people actually got some, testing them, seeing what they can see and do with them. And all of that was also designed to elevate the consciousness and have people ponder, like, what the fuck is going on? What is this shit?
Yeah.
It's a spacecraft. It just fell out the sky. It hovered and landed. It's rolling around on the floor. What is this shit? So they're nothing but drones, if you would, galactic type of drones that monitor everything and scan everything. And it doesn't matter how far deep or where the drone is at, it will scan everything. Um, we've been doing this type of stuff for a long time, and we're doing it in stages because it's helping raise awareness and raise the consciousness of what is actually happening. So it's all a part of the program. And what I see coming is the actual spacecrafts hovering, uncloaking. That's also going to kick things up and higher, raise the consciousness a lot more because now you have spacecrafts that nobody's interfering with and they're just sitting there for days. Some of those things are happening already, and there's like I've been saying, our spacecraft have been landing, and they've been coming out and talking to people. However, it's being censored. Some of it's getting through, some of it's being shown, but then it quickly gets censored. The next batch of UFO drops, or they're calling it UAP now. But the next set of stuff, you're going to see more and more of those type of things where you have actual contact, you have ships, you have all of these different things, and there's people coming out talking about it, and you're going to see all that stuff increase as the coming hours. Um, when I made my first coins, I told everybody what they were. They were my, the holotech. I think it was 2021 or 2023. I think it was 2019 maybe. When I first made those coins, I've changed the frequencies from them as they were being made. So when the shipment came in, the shipment was redirected. It went through, I think, Washington or somewhere, some place like that. I can't really recall. But what they did was they took my coins, they opened it up, and then they took some just to test them because they were wondering what the fuck this was. They didn't understand. They didn't know what it was, and it wasn't reading what it was previously. So that they knew that I changed the frequencies to these coins, and now they are vibranium. Now they are vibrating differently because it was just a frequency that was changed. Not only did I change the frequency, I added gold, silver, platinum, copper, all of these different frequencies in one location that made this coin super valuable. And they wanted to test it because they couldn't figure it out and didn't understand what the fuck is just happened. So when they did that, we saw them in the lab, we saw them testing it, we saw them scraping it, blah, blah, blah. And then what happened was I went in and I took my fucking coins back, and Daddy said, "Nah, put it back." So I had to go back, drop a coin, and then come back. So all that shit happened too, and I'm on video doing that. So
Yeah, yeah.
you want to see that too.
Cool.
I was running around like a superhero when I first came into all this stuff. Now I'm just like, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that the ships were following me the whole time, even since childhood. And Daddy just told me yesterday, what do you think? You think I dropped you off in Puerto Rico for no reason?
Oh, that's good.
Talking about a floating trash. Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna show you how much trash Puerto Rico is.
Yeah. Yeah, what we've done to Puerto Rico is in unforgivable.
No,
Yeah.
we didn't do
Yeah,
anything in Puerto Rico.
yeah, but the US, I guess
What
I'm saying.
what they did, and
The
not even,
colonizers.
yeah, the cabal.
Yes. Yeah.
So anyway, go ahead. Let's do one more and then we'll get out of here.
Well, I just wanted to finish up. So the monoliths are throughout the entire universe, not just like our solar system,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. All right. This is a little bit long explanation leading in, okay? So, about 6 to 8 months ago, you put out a video of this guy. He was crying, and we had talked about it on a video. So there might be there is a video out there. So basically, he had died. He was up in line, okay, and I'm going to put it in my words. He's in line, and everybody ahead of him, like God saying, like, out of here, out of here, out of here. And then this guy comes up in the front and he's like getting like, he didn't do good in his life. So he's scared. And at the last second, Sananda, Jesus, whoever, comes through the
Mhm.
door and says, "That one's mine." Okay. And you said, "Yes, I did do that," right? The guy's
Yep.
got another chance. So the guy's back here with another chance. Now, the guy had said everyone he saw there had seeds in their heart. I think that was his word.
You reap
And
what
that,
you sow. Yes.
yes, so that was like jealousy, anger, all the bad things, right? All the bad emotions.
Yep.
All right. So my question is, Daddy gives you special dispensation to save someone.
That's what I've been saying. Yes.
Okay, that's a big deal. Okay, so he would have, the word that came to mind was shit canned the guy, which is not a good word. I'm sorry, but he would have shit canned the dude, and you saved him.
You literally.
Okay, so where did all these other bad guys go?
Pebble Valley beyond.
Okay, so when you snap up a bad guy now, they don't just go directly to Pebble Valley. They go to Daddy first.
No. Well, in some cases, yes. However, you're if I'm to send you to Pebble Valley, it's because Daddy already decided.
Ah, okay,
So that line, you never get to it.
okay. I don't know. I feel like this is very important for us to know. Like,
Yeah. Well,
everyone is redeemable.
that is correct. Everyone is redeemable, and I've been telling you all that for the longest. Um, However, because of the stage that we're in now, you don't get the everlasting life. You get to live in peace and watch the people prosper, and then you die of old age.
Plus, all
Because,
your stuff's taken away.
right. And that's because of the stage that we're in now.
Yep.
Like on this side of the stage, you could have, you know,
Yeah.
you could have went forward with us. Now that we're on this side of the stage, you can still stay, but you're dying of old age. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Okay.
That's it. It's over. You're not you're not going to be eliminated totally, but you will die of old age. And then once you're gone, you get to go to Pebble Valley and beyond, but you will die. You will perish. You had plenty of chances and opportunities to change. You were told and thought that the children's blood would give you eternal life and eternal youth and you would live forever. That was a lie. You've been lied to. It was only slowing down the process of you living forever, of you living, period. Unfortunately, you've been lied to, and I get that. However, there were plenty of things that happened in your life that showed you and told you that you were doing wrong, and you continued. So you still have the chance to turn to daddy, do the right thing. However, you're not going to proceed with everlasting life because of where we're at right now.
Right.
That's not a bad thing. However, it's not a bad thing, but you still get to live in peace and watch all of the things that you won't experience forever.
Right. Right.
Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Well, and we've talked about this before. Like sometimes people are in a very bad space. They don't feel like they have choice, but they could say internally, help me, help me. Like I don't know what to do. They could have said that so many times. Like I know I was with you and your family one time, and a famous person telepathically said, I need help. I'm in a bad space. And of course, I think that person will be granted help or was, you know?
Yeah,
And that's all they had to do, right?
that's right.
Yeah. Okay. Almost done. Um, so 3 hours later. So so this is not just humans from Earth in this line or in Pebble Valley. It is the entire universe. So all different species, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay.
Right,
Okay.
right. And that's another reason why um some of the individuals here, when they call for help, and after help arrives or answers them, and the help realizes who and what is down here, they quickly say, don't call us again, because they already know what the outcome will be,
Mm. Okay.
because it's not the first time my essence, we, me, daddy, us, the crew, have done this. So other civilizations across the universe, they know what's at stake when they come here, because of a dark entity summons them. Okay? So when a dark entity summons them and they get here and they realize what it all is and why they're calling and who they're asking to get help from, for, come help us, he's taking us out, he's right over there. And the they get here and they say, who, him over there? Oh, no, 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 no. Do you know who that is?
Ooh,
Don't ever
chills.
fucking call us. Don't ever call us back. I'm sorry, daddy. We don't no. Pew, they take off. That's literally what happens. Doesn't matter if people believe it or not. I don't care. This is what's been happening. Doesn't matter what type of entity it is, what type of species, what planet they came from. We, Daddy and I, have multiple kingdoms throughout the universe. They know exactly who we are. The people here on this planet, they don't know exactly what it is they're dealing with, in some cases, until it's too late. Those that listen and those that see without seeing, they know what they're dealing with. This is why some, or should I say, a lot of people within the agencies around us know, do not interfere. Everybody else, they're interfering because of what needs to be done, and they're interfering blindly. So it's getting real, real, real deep for The cabal and all of the ones involved, they didn't understand what they were doing, and I'm going to show them what they were doing. And I have. So yeah, it's you have to understand that it's not me, this body. It's daddy and the entity within this body. And that's what they don't understand. That's how I can do what I can do. So I warned them, and there's no more of that happening. We're just doing what daddy wants us to do. We don't care if they understand or believe us or not. Things have been happening for far too long, and now it's time to shut it down, and we are.
Can you tell us the story of Jupiter, like what happened last night? Like you said, you took out some of the bad guys there. So were they controlling what was going on? Like, can you just give
Well,
us?
it's something similar to here. Something similar was happening here. Not totally, because for the most part it was cleaned up and everything. But there was a set of individuals that were stopping things from happening, kind of like the way they're interfering with the redemption and the release of the Medbeds and the
Yeah.
release of the healing and the harvesting of the children and stopping all that. Like it was something similar to that. And Daddy had a massive sun type of thing or entity or whatever it was, and it just boom, boom, broadcast. I mean, a broadcasted light over it, and when he boom, it just went and just took everything out that was dark. And when that happened, the individuals that were ready to move forward, move on projects and missions that were already lined up, that was the signal to start that. Kind of like right now, there is a massive, massive, massive humanitarian force literally waiting right now. Right now, we're all waiting. We're all waiting to be funded, right? And when that massive blast comes in, where all the funds just go boom, we are going to record time change shit because now we have the humanitarian force already in place, ready to be funded and ready to get to work. So it's something similar just happened over there, or should I say happened over there, and it's going to happen here. And with the unveiling, uncloaking, the wealth transfer, the release of the healing technologies, the people that are already in position, the humanitarian force that belongs to Daddy and I, when we are funded, and we will be, we are going to get to work and we're going to turn the planet right side up, and all of this shit will end. That's what it is. That's what's happening. And we're literally minutes away from all this stuff. Literally.
Thank you, Daddy.
That's what I say. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you,
Thank you,
Daddy.
Daddy.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you,
Yeah.
Daddy. Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah.
Thank you, 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 thank you. Now, I say minutes away, seconds away, whatever. If it doesn't happen today, if it doesn't happen tomorrow, if it doesn't happen this week, that's not stopping me from saying that because I know that my words manifest my reality. So I'm going to continue to say we're minutes away from all of these changes happening because that allows the manifestation to happen. Whether it does or don't, doesn't matter to me. The fact that I'm saying it, the fact that I'm gonna continue to say it, regardless of what you fucking think, not you, but I'm going to keep saying that shit because I know how manifestation works. So we are minutes away from the most benevolent wealth transfer that ever took place on this planet. We are minutes away from the crystalline chambers, the med beds, and everybody working together to heal the people. We are minutes away from super advanced things to be shown to us. We are minutes away from all this stuff. And I'm going to keep saying that until it actually happens.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do you understand? That's how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it. If you are seeing this and you're hearing this, the minute you have a negative thought about what I just said, stop, delete, and thank Daddy for letting it happen. Do you understand? Stop what you just thought, delete that shit, and thank your heavenly Father, Creator, God, Source, Daddy for letting it happen. Because that's how we manifest that shit together. You got that, everybody? Thank you, Daddy. 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 Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Daddy.
We couldn't have done none of this without you, Dad. None. None, 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 none. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's how we roll. That's how we get this shit done.
Thank you. Um, One comment, the Tia that you held up.
Uh-huh.
I saw your prototype yesterday, and I just wanted to say, gorgeous,
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. So
Beautiful.
beautiful as well as functional. So if you're thinking about it, now's the time, you know,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And again, these products they help me manifest more things.
Yeah,
Um, I'm constantly creating, constantly want to create, constantly want to do what I was made to do. Um, and I want people to be able to create their own things and create what Daddy has them create. So we need, um, I mean, we have Daddy, but we need the funding that he's releasing to for everyone to be able to create
right.
and be able to live in peace and have unlimited resources, especially those that that he knows that would do good with the unlimited resources that he will provide. And then everybody else, the basic income to just live in peace and be able to travel the world and see and visit all of the benevolent people all around the world and realize how we've been lied to about all of the different countries and all of the different people around the world. We've been programmed to be a you know how do I say a militarized type of people.
Right.
Let's go get them because of this, because of that, and we're finding out that we've been lied to. So I feel we're all going to need the healing. We're all going to need a full honorable disclosure on everything that's been done to us, and we're all going to need the funding to keep people busy and also um, have people experience some of the cool things that we'll be experiencing. We're getting rid of the borders. We're getting rid of all the different, fraudulent rules and laws, or should I say, legal things that were put in place. We're getting rid of all of it, and we're going straight to Dad. Dad's will, Dad's law, Dad's everything. Where everything will be peaceful and everybody will be taking care of one another. So all of the things that exist now won't be needed. All right. So that's where we're at with everything right now. Let's see all of these things fully manifest this week.
Thank you, Daddy, and thank you for all you do for us.
Let's go.
Take care, everyone.